recording. So very good evening to all the participants who are joining us from US, and in case anyone is joining us from India, a very good morning. Again, a beautiful morning we have started with a beautiful objective of the mission, and that is to spread only and only spiritual awareness. So before we start this beautiful topic, beautiful subject, I welcome you all on behalf of Dr. Uday and Sai Karuna Mission. Since I can see a hand raise amongst the participants, so before we start this subject, I will just try to answer the query by the participant. Sumitra ji, I can see your hand raise. Is it by mistake? And in case you have raised your hand, I am asking you to unmute. If you have any query, you're most welcome to ask me. Okay, so maybe that's by mistake. So let's begin our today's subject. Before we go further into the depth of the subject, I would just like you to answer a small question raised by me in the chat box as to how many of you have actually learned the healing modality of Sai Karuna mission. Maybe Karuna Karma Soul DNA healing or psychic surgery. In case you have learned any of the healing modality, kindly let me know in the chat box, because that will make very the entire subject. I actually have an idea about the depth which the topic requires for the day. So in case we are aware of few subjects, few things related to the topic, I will not go in that depth. And in case some of the participants have not learned the healing modality, I will go further into the depth of the subject. I appreciate the answers which are being shared by the participants in the chat box. Thank you so much. Okay, sir. Oh, that's great. That's great. So I've already received 3 replies, wherein all the 3 participants have learned the healing modalities of Sai Karuna mission. So I'm sure that since we are already aware of the basic concepts, so we can utilize more of our time in meditation then. Okay. Got another answer. I practiced Reiki. Okay. So we also have participants who have not learned the healing modalities. So I actually know the topics that I need to cover in today's subject. Thank you so much for this interactive round. Once again, I would repeat that we would appreciate if these sessions become more of interactive rather than simply being one-sided. And I really appreciate the response. Okay. Got your point, Mr. Sanjay. Thank you so much. So let's begin with our today's subject. So since we all are spiritual people following this path of spirituality, we are aware that our body has many chakras, many energy centers. But for our evolution, or basically in this journey of our soul, we focus on basically the 9 chakras wherein the 7 chakras are situated from the tip of the head to the tip of the spine in a vertical manner. And the remaining 2 chakras are on our palms, that is Rahu and Ketu. So, our focus in the path of spirituality is to maintain the proper oscillation of these chakras. Now, as we are going on repeating the same aspect again and again in all the sessions, that being humans, we cannot get rid of thoughts. Technically, or for a better growth of a human being, the human being should have only around 60 thoughts, 50 to 60 thoughts per day. But what's happening? As per the research held in California, we get around 60,000 thoughts per day. Instead of 60 thoughts, we get 60,000 thoughts per day. And as we all are aware, that out of these 60,000 thoughts, around 54 to 56,000 thoughts are negative. And we are not doing anything about it. So, where are these thoughts coming? Obviously, these thoughts are coming in our mind. So, if they are coming in our mind, where are they going? Most of us must be aware of this subject as well, that these thoughts which come into our mind change into feelings, and eventually these feelings change into emotions, maybe a positive emotion or a negative emotion. And just like these chakras oscillate with a particular frequency, the emotions which are formulated from these thoughts also have a particular frequency. So the thoughts which are coming to our mind eventually settle in our body as they turn into emotions. As I just said, that these emotions also have a particular frequency, exactly like our chakras. So depending upon the frequency of the emotion, depending upon the frequency of that particular emotion, the frequency which matches with a particular chakra, that particular emotion settles in that chakra. For example, to make it easy and clear, if a thought is coming in our mind and eventually with time that thought changes into emotion of fear. Now this emotion of fear has a particular frequency. The frequency of this emotion of fear matches the frequency of our root chakra. And eventually what happens? This emotion of fear goes down inside our body and settles in our root chakra. And this emotion of fear keeps on storing in the root chakra. Now a question might arise, why does this fear settle in our root chakra? So before taking birth in this human kingdom, we have spent numerous lives in the animal kingdom. So when we come into human kingdom from the animal kingdom, our soul somewhere has this fear of survival as to how will I survive in this new kingdom when already so many individuals are already there. And moreover, since when we come in the first life of human, or maybe not only the first life, probably we spend around 8 to 10 lives in human birth just to come out of that fear of survival. Because as an animal instinct, there is because being a part of the animal kingdom, there is an instinct in that soul, having a fear of survival. So our root chakra basically matches the frequency of the emotion of fear, and ultimately fear settles down in the root chakra. Now one more example is the emotion of insecurity and safety. As more and more the emotion of insecurity and safety is formed in our mind, this emotion ultimately gathers in our Swadhisthana chakra. Why? Why does this frequency matches with the frequency of Swadhisthana chakra? Because as we continue to take birth in the human kingdom, although we overcome the fear of survival, but we get involved in relationships, we get in touch with the materialistic world, and as we become in touch with the materialistic world, our emotions increases, we become more emotional, and there comes the feeling of insecurity, and this emotion keeps on gathering in our Swadhisthana chakra. I would like to mention one more emotion which is very common, that is emotion of anger, emotion of ego, emotion of aggression. So all these three emotions match the frequency of our Manipur chakra, solar plexus. So as we become comfortable in this human kingdom, we start prospering in this human kingdom. As we become more competitive in this human kingdom, as we become more successful in this human kingdom, the most dangerous emotion is witnessed by us, and that is the emotion of ego. The emotion of ego comes that probably I'm the best in this world. And this emotion of ego does not come alone. It gets with itself the emotion of anger and the emotion of aggression. Because the emotion of ego cannot sustain alone without the emotion of anger. Because it is your anger which always keeps the emotion of ego living. So with one emotion, you are getting around 2 to 3 emotions in free. So all these negative emotions, they settle in our Manipur chakra. As we go ahead, all of us are well aware that our heart chakra should be full of love and compassion. But what is happening with majority of us? Somewhere that karuna, somewhere that compassion, somewhere that love is being lost. Why? Because it is being overpowered with the emotion of hatred, with the emotion of jealousy. And these harmful emotions, they settle in our heart chakra, and gradually, we may not be even aware of this, but this hatred, this jealousy somehow reduces the emotion of love and compassion and kindness within us. So our heart chakra, like the 3 lower chakras, also becomes polluted. And majority of times we know nothing about it. Coming further up is our throat chakra. As we all are aware that this throat chakra basically denotes or basically stands for our speech karmas, the tone, the tonality, the words which we use in our daily life. But instead of focusing on the kind of words we are using, the tonality we are using, we are either overexpressive, or majority of times we choose to be quiet. We choose to suppress our emotions. So this emotion of suppression, this emotion of either being overexpressive or being suppressive of your emotions, or being unexpressed of your emotions, affects our throat chakra. It brings about dark patches in our throat chakra. So coming further up is our third eye. This third eye chakra is basically the chakra of wisdom, chakra of knowledge. But what are we doing? We are polluting this chakra with numerous and numerous negative thoughts. And ultimately, when all the negative thoughts keep coming, keep accumulating, they formulate number of negative emotions, which finally settle in all our energy centers and affect the proper oscillation of the chakras. The chakras either start oscillating at a faster speed or either oscillate at a speed which is lesser than their required frequency. So this deposition of the negative emotions in our third eye chakra results into tension, stress, mental problems, mental stability. And our crown chakra, which basically is the most important chakra in spirituality, is also not spare of these negative emotions. Somewhere the settling of these negative emotions in our crown chakra also affects our consciousness, our awareness, and ultimately we are unable to open all the spiritual blocks that we've been carrying either from our past lives or in the present life. The fact that all of us are on a spiritual path, we are practicing healing modalities, different healing modalities, maybe learned by Sai Karuna Mission or by other organizations, that's irrelevant. The important aspect is that all the people who are practicing healing modality in this present life, we are sure on the basis of research that this is not the first life of our spiritual journey. The fact that we have come so ahead in this spiritual journey in this present life, it is obvious that somewhere or the other, our spiritual journey must have started in our past lives. And because of certain unclear issues or certain blockages in our spiritual life and in our previous life, we are being given the opportunity in the present life to clear the blockages. But we ourselves are responsible for keeping these doors closed. And one of the major reasons for the closing of these success to spirituality is because of the collection, because of the deposit of all these negative emotions in our various chakras. So today, by way of a beautiful meditation, we'll try to get rid of these negative emotions. This is just a practice session, but in this practice session, we'll give you a fair idea as to how, if you work on daily basis, you can actually get rid of these negative emotions. Thoughts are coming every day. So obviously, their removal also has to be done every day. You cannot expect that although the thoughts are coming every day, but we can remove all these thoughts or all the negative emotions that have been converted from the thoughts in a single day. Like coming of thoughts is a continuous process. The removal of these thoughts or the removal of these feelings, the removal of these emotions also has to be a continuous process. So since majority of us have learned the healing modalities, or even for the participants who have learned Reiki, we are aware of the language of the divine. And the language of the divine is nothing but those symbols. So while we are meditating, I would request all the healers to visualize that all the symbols, maybe of Karuna Reiki, of psychic surgery, or of Reiki, are continuously coming down in your chakras. Since few of the participants have not learned the healing modality of Sai Karuna mission, so because of this limitation, I will not be in a position to say the name of the symbols in my meditation, but the healers are at liberty. In fact, they should use the symbols for better result. So if the concept is clear, we'll just directly move to the meditation. If before starting the meditation there is any query, any question, I would request you to kindly write on the chat box, and I'll be in a position to answer those questions. So meanwhile, we can settle down, we can take a comfortable position. Today's meditation will be a beautiful dhyan sadhana and very helpful to us in our daily life, because if we practice this modality, if we practice this form of meditation, we can simultaneously remove our negative emotions and keep our chakras free of all these unnecessary deposits. Okay, so since I cannot see any query in the chat box, let's begin with our meditation. So I would request you to kindly take a comfortable posture. It's your choice. You can sit, you can lie down. Just make sure that for another 20 minutes you are in a place wherein you're not disturbed at all. So very gently close your eyes. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. Breathe in and breathe out. Another deep inhalation and exhalation. As this inhalation and exhalation is becoming slower and deeper, very gently we'll bring our focus on our breath pattern and observe this pattern of inhalation and exhalation. Connect with your breath and acknowledge the fact that your breath is the sole reason which is keeping you alive. Realize the importance of this pure air, this oxygen, just entering your body with each inhalation. Every time you inhale this oxygen, you are given an opportunity to sustain, to survive in this life. As you become aware of the importance, the relevance, the significance of this breath pattern, you connect further deeply with your own breath. The process of inhalation and exhalation is becoming further slower, further deeper. And further pure. This deep inhalation and exhalation is not only bringing about physical relaxation, but is also aiding, also helping in reducing the ingress and egress of all the thoughts in our mind. As our focus, our attention in the present moment is on our breath, gradually there is left no room, no space for the thoughts in our mind. And our mind is attaining the state of complete relaxation, complete peace, complete joy. Our body is completely relaxed. Our mind is fully silent, and we can witness the alignment of our body with our mind. For a few more seconds, we'll acknowledge the alignment of our body with our mind. This alignment alone is capable of resolving so many problems, so many issues. With this alignment of our mind and body, it's time to align our soul with the earlier two aspects, that is the mind and our body. To bring our soul in alignment, invoke your masters, your god, your goddesses, your guru. Invoke the divine energies of the universe, the healers are free to invoke Reiki and Karma. The divine energies and their blessings are present with you in the instant moment, and you are totally safe, sound, and protected. Surrender yourself to the presence of your god, goddesses, your masters. Surrender yourself to their blessings. Surrender yourself to this beautiful process. Now visualize the divine white light coming from the universe, entering your body, through your crown chakra, and traveling further down, crossing your heart, and ultimately reaching the root chakra, which is situated at the tip of your spine. Bring your entire attention on this dark red color, root chakra. Connect with this chakra, the chakra which stands for our survival. As the white light is spreading in your entire root chakra, coupled with all the divine symbols of the healing modalities. Your chakra, your root chakra. With the divine energies of this white light and the symbols is coming in alignment, is attaining a state of balance. gradually attaining perfect frequency and is oscillating at just the right speed and frequency. As this root chakra is becoming healed, balanced, and aligned, all the negative emotions of fear, all the negative emotions of financial insecurities, that have been depositing for a very long period are simply being dissolved with the help of this white light and divine symbols. As the time passes, this emotion of fear and financial insecurity is gradually changing into the emotion of confidence. Confidence of the fact that you are capable enough to survive and sustain in this world. As this emotion is being changed into a positive emotion, you have overcome the fear and phobia which was dominating your capabilities. Slowly move ahead and bring your awareness on the Swadhisthana chakra, sacral chakra. As this white light is spreading in your Swadhisthana chakra, the divine symbols are further helping to achieve the state of balance and alignment of the Swadhisthana chakra. As this light spreads, it is washing away, fading away, dissolving all the negative emotions of safety and insecurity. This emotion of insecurity, which is making your life difficult every moment, is slowly being washed away, slowly being dissolved. And with the help of the divine symbols, slowly being converted into a positive emotion. This emotion is giving you assurance of the fact that no matter what is happening in this world, but you are safe, you are totally secure. And this one particular emotion is capable of bringing in confidence within you, that you are at complete liberty and have the full potential to achieve anything that you want. With all these positive affirmations, your Swadhisthana chakra has been healed, balanced, and aligned. And you have overcome one more negative emotion. And this removal has made you further and further confident. It's time to rise further up and bring your awareness on your Manipur chakra, the yellow colored chakra situated at a distance of about 2 fingers ahead of your navel. Allow the divine white light, the light which has its own consciousness, its own purity, spreading in your entire Manipur chakra. The healers are constantly visualizing the spread of all the divine symbols, the Manipur chakra. As this divine white light along with the symbols is spreading more faster in the Manipur chakra. Our Manipur chakra is being healed, balanced, and aligned. Time to get liberated. Time to get free of one more negative emotion, the most harmful emotion in human existence. The emotion of ego, anger, and aggression. Allow the white light to work on this negative emotion. The symbols are working with great strength to dissolve this negative emotion. This negative emotion. And to convert this emotion into a positive emotion of passion, positive emotion of creativity, which will activate your inner talents, which will activate your super genes, which will make you aware of your own hidden potentials, own hidden capabilities. With this process, you have not only removed the negative emotion of ego, anger, and aggression. In fact, you have initiated your own hidden talents. You have lighted up your own inner abilities and capabilities. Beautiful experience wherein all the three karmic chakras have come in alignment with each other and have activated positive emotions within your mind, body, and soul. It's time to bring your attention on your heart chakra, the chakra which is maintaining a balance between three lower karmic chakras and three upper spiritual chakras. As you bring your attention on your heart chakra, the heart chakra is being expanded. Allow the white light along with divine symbols to spread in this heart chakra. The picture is very clear in front of you. The visuals are very clear in front of you. The green color heart chakra is full of this divine white light and beautiful symbols. This flow is healing your heart chakra, and gradually your heart chakra is being healed, balanced, and aligned. This alignment, this state of balance, along with the spread of white light and divine symbols, is expanding the emotion of love, compassion, karuna within you. And as these positive emotions are becoming powerful, gradually the white light is fading away. All the negative emotions of hatred and jealousy within you. You can see and visualize the shift. The shift from hatred and jealousy to nothing else but love and karma, compassion. The process of expansion of heart chakra is so beautiful, so peaceful. That you are just being lost in this process. Now you are full of love, full of compassion. The emotion of love is not only flowing within you, in fact, this powerful emotion is converted your entire being into love. The present moment, you are nothing, only now. This emotion has made you further capable, further powerful. Now you have the ability to get rid of all forms of negative emotions. As you move ahead, you can visualize the spread of the divine white light along with the divine symbols in your throat chakra. As your throat chakra is attaining the state of alignment with all the lower chakras, it is being healed, it is being balanced with the spread of the divine energies. The divine white light and the divine symbols are not only clearing your suppression, your unexpressed emotion, but is also simultaneously working on your tonality, on your speech. And in this process, you are becoming aware of the fact that silence is further powerful than the speech. You acknowledge the fact that the utterance of words, the utterance of speech, should only be when it is actually required. And that too sweet speech, loving speech, the speech which is capable of creating happiness around you. Beautiful process of self-realization. One more positive emotion has become powerful within you. Bring your awareness on your third eye chakra. As you allow the divine white light to spread in your third eye chakra along with all the divine nine symbols. Your third eye chakra is attaining a state of balance and alignment. In this positive state of alignment, your ability to download all the wisdom from the universe is becoming further powerful. And this pure and divine wisdom is deleting all negative thoughts, all negative data from your mind. And as time passes, you can actually feel this process of deletion happening. As the new wisdom is being downloaded, the entire space is now covered with this divine wisdom, and you have left no room, no space for the negative data, for the incomplete knowledge, for the unwanted knowledge in your third eye chakra. Today you have not only attained this knowledge, but you have also acquired the wisdom to implement this knowledge in your daily life. One more achievement. And lastly, you bring your attention on your crown chakra. Allow the divine white light along with all divine symbols to spread in your crown chakra. The chakra which connects you with your master. The chakra which brings about acceleration in your spiritual journey. The chakra which is solely responsible in bringing about your evolution. As the divine white light along with the divine symbols is spreading in your crown chakra, your connection with your master is strengthening, and this connection is bringing all the energy centers together, state of alignment and balance. Your crown chakra has been completely healed, balanced and aligned. And with this alignment, with this spread of white light and divine symbols, finally you are becoming free of all the boundaries, all the restrictions, all the limitations which were affecting your spiritual growth. You have not only added wheels to your spiritual journey, but in fact, you have added feathers to your spiritual journey. And now, you are free to fly in this beautiful universe with your widespread wings and all your positive emotions are providing fuel to this beautiful vehicle. And now you are capable of reaching to the final destination of the spiritual journey. You have overcome all negative emotions. And now you are full of positive energy, positive emotions, positive feelings. And now your mind is open only and only for positive thoughts. This beautiful journey which has begun from the mind has again ended on the doors of the mind. As we have completed this journey, it's time to express gratitude to all the energies, to all the symbols, to all the parts, to all the chakras. Express gratitude to the entire process. Just allow this feeling of gratitude to flow in your heart chakra and cover everybody with this feeling of gratitude. My mentioning is not required. It's your expression, your feelings that are important as you express this gratitude. Amongst a number of positive emotions that you have built today, the emotion of gratitude is one of the most important of all. Allow this emotion to flow. Very nice. And with this beautiful conversion of yourself, the time has come to return in the present state of consciousness. Once again, we connect with our breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Become aware of your physical body parts. And very gently, with a smile on your face, which is a sign of one more positive emotion, gently open your eyes. So welcome back. So we've exceeded the time limit today. We just went with the flow, but we've energized ourselves with all positive emotions and charged ourselves for the upcoming day. Thank you so much. So before I end this session, I would like to request you that we are experiencing beautiful lessons while we're conducting these sessions. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful that you felt Radha Krishna presence. Thank you so much. So, as I can see on the chat box, I was just about to say this, that we are having beautiful feelings, beautiful experiences in this online session. This is what this result is being given to us by the online sessions. So, imagine what will be the result when we physically meet our master. So, we have to grab this opportunity as Dr. Uday Shah in the present moment is in US and will be there for some more time. So you all have an opportunity to meet him and to introduce your friends and relatives to him, and we can aid their spiritual journey as well. We are already on the right path, but the mission doesn't work for the evolution of a single individual. We are working for the evolution of this entire universe. So I would request you to spread this message to all your friends, all your families, and make sure that the spiritual awareness is being widespread. So thank you so much. I'm really sorry for exceeding the time limit, but we had a beautiful experience today. So I seek your permission to end the session now. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, we'll surely send the recording.